All right, this is it. The Patriots scrimmage draft, 4th annual on the Pat's Interference podcast, brought to you by the beautiful, spectacular, central at times, though not really, CLNS Media Network. Fitzy is here from WEI, the WEI Afternoon Show. He has been freed to do the show, come back on the podcast. I am genuinely delighted to see your face, my friend, and I am even happier that we are going to get to draft players from the team I cover, your favorite team, here over the next 40 minutes.
I'm going to tell you, Callahan, it's great to be back. Anyone who happens to be consuming this via social media or YouTube, you're welcome for the Doug Peterson vibes I'm giving off with my summer hair, don't care, and the Ted Lasso visor rocking right now. And I'll just say this. This is one of my favorite podcasts, favorite broadcasts, favorite anything related to Patriots content to do every year. And if the team plays with half the heart and humor that we put into this, we're going to be playing meaningful football in December, baby. Let's go.
Sprinkles or no sprinkles in that big bowl of Rocky Road that obviously you're going to have after with your
Doug
Peterson
summer. Now, see, why did you have to do that? Because this is my hottest take of the summer. A, sprinkles always. B, I feel free to mix chocolate and rainbow as well, because I'm all inclusive like that in this brave new world of 2025. But C, tell me how you feel about this. Sprinkles should be the only topping at an ice cream parlor you don't have to pay for. They should be free.
Yes, absolutely.
They don't cost, but some places charge like they are a topping. So you see 50 cents, $1.25, whatever it is. Like, these don't cost to just roll the cone around or just like drop a few on top of my medium cup. Doesn't cost the same as like putting all the like Reese's Pieces or chopped up peanut butter cups, or if you're an absolute savage, gummy worms.
I feel like I should have been paid the other day. I'm going to make this quickly because we have to get to the draft and explain what it is for the new folks here, especially on YouTube. I feel like I should have been paid listening to the woman in line in front of me at Jamie's wonderful place in Brookline to get ice cream, who asked 7 different ways for her son. Hey, do you guys have chocolate chips? No. Oh, no. I mean like chocolate chip in the ice cream. No. Like the flavor? No. Not even as a topping? No. So no chocolate? Well, we have chocolate. What about chocolate chips? No, they don't have chocolate chips as a topping. This was the worst. It felt like 30 minutes. Probably was 30 seconds because it was hot out one of those days that you're just like, are you freaking kidding me, Mother Nature? Anyway, I feel like she owes me 30 cents that I can pay for my
she does. And I will tell you, I have wanted, and the grab ass ends here and after this, nothing infuriates me more, nothing, than people that have waited in line for between 5 and 15 minutes at a good old-fashioned dairy, creamery, or ice cream parlor. And then when they get to the window, the first thing they do is put their hands on the counter and go, oh, now what do you guys want? You had time. You don't need more time to figure out, like, do you guys want popcorn? No, you're in 20-minute line. You're in a 20-minute line to go see Superman. You know what the F you want. Get it together. We all want to get someplace. But before the ice cream melts, let's carry on with our summer. That's infuriating. You're owed a refund on that.
I'm going to resist the temptation for just 30 more minutes of grab ass because we're talking now Superman movie etiquette. I will leave you though. John Panette, R.I.P., legendary comedian, had a bit exactly about this. Get out of the line, whether you're Fitzy or someone listening, watching. Google John Panette. Get out of the line. You will be rewarded with hysterical laughter for several minutes. Okay.
Love it. All right, let's go.
Yes, Patriots scrimmage draft. Here's how this works. Fitzy and I are sitting up on the media hill. This could be August 6th, and the Patriots are in training camp. And Vrabel goes, all right, we got a preseason game coming up, but we got to just break the dead of camp. Fitzy, Callahan, come on down. Pick teams. We're going to have a scrimmage. And you just got to fill out a starting offense and a starting defense. Drake Maye, you're automatic quarterback. Andres Borregales, you're going to kick for everybody. Julian Ashby, you're going to be the long snapper.
Bryce Behringer.
Or you don't have to punt. That's fine. It doesn't really matter.
Or if you're not available, we'll get Pedro Pascal, who looks just like you.
He seems like he's busy doing every movie.
He's literally in everything. And by the way, you forgot to mention that when Mike Vrabel says, Callahan, Fitzy, get down here. You guys are picking the teams for the scrimmage. Hart, Giardi, Perry, Barth are all like, how did we get looked over? And these two hungover hobos get to be in charge of the draft.
What do you mean? You guys are not drinking double IPAs at 10:30 in the morning watching breakfast like Fitzy and
No, the rest of them are there with their notebooks. Blah, blah, blah. I've seen you though. You get pretty clicktastic, and you are very your laser focus is intense. Meanwhile, I'm like, man, this would go really well with a couple of Gansets right now. But all right, I'll make some notes.
No, I do not talk, and then you get 3,000 words nobody asked for in the Herald the next day with everything that happened in practice down to the ball boys.
Single-handedly keeping Robert Kraft's paper industry afloat. Andrew Callahan and the Herald, everybody.
Yes. Look, they're my pride and joy of the summer. So here's the deal. The reason we do this exercise, A, because I like it. B, it's the longest running tradition on this podcast. But C, we get to explore the Patriots roster in a way that's not position battles, surprise cuts, risers, fallers, winners, losers. Because when Fitzy and I go back and forth, this is not a ranking of best players to worst. It is an idea and exploration of where are the best positions for depth. Who can I wait to get? Who do I think is going to have a breakout season? So when we make these picks, which will not include Drake Maye, who is the quarterback from everyone else, we will fill out an offense, we'll fill out a defense. And once we finish with pick 44, that's it. We were going to do 5 minutes on beer, but we did 5 minutes of grab ass because that's what we do when you come on the show. Any questions? Did I miss anything?
How are you? Yes, one question. Are you emotionally prepared to finish second again?
Last year I beat you. I
know you did. I actually thought I had my best team to date last year, and somehow you pulled through. It is your podcast, and people love busting my footballs. I will say that when I win this year, I will donate all my winnings to a homeless shelter, just like Drake Maye did with all of his wedding gifts.
Okay. Well, look, last year was your best season because you did not take Nick Folk in like the third round as you did 2 or 3 years ago.
Arguably, he was like a top 5 player. The roster was so bereft of talent a few years ago.
Yes. Look, you tweeted it out and had the poll. We will have this poll up so everyone can vote. I think we did a 6-pack. I don't know if we delivered on that beer, but either way,
let's double down.
Yeah.
Let's just turn this into loser buys the night at brewery of choice for the winner.
Perfect. Okay. Lock it in right now. It is on the internet. It is forever. So as a gracious host, and sometimes I like to go dictator on this podcast, I will let you choose. Would you like the number 1 overall pick, or understanding that the draft will follow a snake style with 2 picks apiece, meaning you would either get the first pick overall or pick number 2 and number 3 before it swings back to the other guy for 4 and 5?
I'm going to give you first pick.
Okay. Thank you.
I think there's more value in me because there's I believe a couple of players worthy of that top overall pick. Then we got a big old middle, and we'll see what we're doing with scraps at the end. So, Mr. Callahan, the floor is yours.
Great. I have a few tiers. The first tier had only 1 player, so I'm happy with it. Stefon Diggs, come on down. It is not only because his name is Stefon Diggs, but it is because I think he is healthier than even guys like me who looked and watched him in the spring go, oh, he's ahead of schedule. He is so far and away, Fitzy, better than every receiver in this Patriots roster, as evidenced by the fact he has more than 2,000 career yards than every other receiver on the roster combined together. That not only am I taking a player who might be the best or second best player on this entire team by season's end, I'm getting him at a position where there's such a drop off that you look at this and go, he poses a problem that no one else can. And you might be able to fix with one of your next 2 picks, but Stefon Diggs is my top pick.
I am all in on Steph Diggs having over 65 receptions. I think he'll have 1,000-yard season. Dude looks like he is 18 months, not 8 months into ACL recovery. I think the fact that he is recently uncoupled from Cardi B is going to bring somewhere like, oh, no. He's going to be doing more pink and blue bags, and he's going to be chasing fame up at night. Listen, this is Boston. He's living in Foxborough. Maybe I'm a sucker for all the self-produced media that a lot of these receivers and NFL players are putting out, but I think this guy wants his bag, and not the bag that has the party substances. I think he wants all that money, and he's going to go out and show that he did it-ish for Stroud, really did it for Josh Allen, and he's really capable of elevating the game of Drake Maye and making himself an NFL Hall of Famer and an even richer man. So it's a great pick. I would have waited maybe 1 or 2 on him, but rock solid, best receiver in the room.
Couple things real quick on that. I will acknowledge he's 31, so this is not the Steph Diggs that Josh Allen got.
You know what? Adrian Peterson tore his ACL in January, and then 8 months later ran for 2,000 yards at the age of 30. These things are possible for freakish athletes.
They're possible. I just want to come across as the reasonable reporter that I think I am. Number 2, I am not a sucker for those videos. I know I'm getting older because I watched Drake Maye throw a pass to Rhamondre Stevenson on jet skis and someone fall in the water, and my first response was not like, oh, that's sick, I want to do this, as it would have been 8 years ago. It was, oh my God, don't get hurt. Which never would have been posted.
No, we need you. Me as the concerned parent and you as the guy that wants to report on these guys. At the same time, it was kind of funny. The NFL released that video of like the Drake to Rhamondre Tennessee miracle at the same time. Like they almost were like perfect. It was excellent. And I'm excited. I'm excited for Drake Maye's season. I, though, will just want to put this out there. I'm keeping my expectations for him in check because I've done my due diligence looking at the way Josh McDaniels handles rookie or first-year quarterbacks under his tutelage. Even if he did go on this spiritual journey in the in his long off season and a half, if you will, putting together a new playbook with the tenets of his old playbook and some new wrinkles for a hyper-athletic quarterback like Drake Maye. But still, folks, 40 touchdowns, 1,000 rushing yards.
Stop.
Ninkovich, please. Stop. All right, here we go. Ready? How about this? 1-2. How do you do? This Patriots team is going to win with smart quarterback play, minimizing the turnovers, a power running game, and mostly on the back of their all-star, badass top 10 defense. Christian Gonzalez and Milton Williams, come on down. Yeah. Team Fitzy loves you. Milton Williams is going to prove that he was a smart signing and worth every freaking penny. And Christian Gonzalez is ready to take the next step in what will be, honestly, his second full season in the NFL. He's played 18 and a half games. I think this kid is ticketed for superstardom, all the better by the fact that opposite him now is a plus-level cornerback in Carlton Davis, who played a whole lot of man last year in Detroit. Gonzo's ready. This is it.
Great picks. They were the two players in my second tier, and I'm just going to say this out loud. Like I'm Bart Simpson writing on the chalkboard. I will not freak out about Christian Gonzalez in training camp. I will not freak out about Christian Gonzalez in training camp. No. If he doesn't have pass deflections, if he's giving up catches, he feels very much like the quarterback throwing picks in training camp who's just trying to figure out where his limits are and how much he can get away with. So that guy I have no concerns about. Milton Williams is a great pick. That really boxes me in now because I'm going to go Christian Baramore with my next pick because I just can't allow you to have both of them. There's a big drop off at defensive tackle. Sneaky, I don't want to say like worry spot, but it will be a need the way that they want to rotate, which will be different from years past when Devon Godchild, believe it or not, is playing like 60-something% of the snaps. And he's also one of the 5 best players in the team when he's at his best. I am split now between 3 players, and I am going to either double down on a strength or I will try to cover. This is tough. Yeah, I'm going to double down on the strength. Give me Pop Douglas. This is more to wound you than to hurt me.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh, so you think? Okay.
Yes. I know. Oh no, this is.
This is lining up beautifully as Hannibal said in the A-Team with a cigar chomping at the corner of his mouth. I love it when a plan comes together. This is great.
I feel like we're going to Eastern Washington with you a little bit later. If this is what you're so
kidding me? Does the phrase "release package" come to mind?
We have to be careful with that here in the interview. There's a lot of directions that could go, as could a certain someone from Eastern Washington. But go ahead.
I think Pop Douglas. I think so many receivers on this team will benefit not only from the attention that Steph Diggs is going to draw, but also the fact that the same way Alex Bregman is like a coach and assistant manager on the Red Sox, Steph Diggs is in everybody's ear. He is coaching all these kids up. He's telling them how to get out of press. You've seen all the videos on the sidelines. He hangs out with Pop Douglas. He's attaboying Efton Chism III, the living legend that he is. Like, I think that's one of the main reasons why the Patriots were willing to pay that $1.5 to Diggs coming off of the ACL. 1 or 2 picks for me right here.
You got 2. Everyone's got 2.
Okay. This is easy. I'm going to fortify that defense even more. I'm going to go Robert Spillane because I can't be told anymore that he's going to be my new favorite member of the Patriots because it's cleanup aisle Spillane on every other play. 150 tackles if healthy right out the gate. And then I'm going to do my team the favor it needs and deserves. TreVeyon Henderson. I was that excited for. Yeah, I'm going early. I'm not giving you a chance. No, I can't take that chance. Okay. Because if I'm as in on this kid as I am, and I understand that no rookie running back in a Josh McDaniels system has ever run for 1,000 yards, and I don't necessarily expect him to. However, possible use in the kick game, the super soft hands, everybody knows the same. Like, hey, Chris Hogan played lacrosse. Did you hear that? The same. That's the new one is, TreVeyon Henderson, best pass protecting running back this century.
Ever.
Soft hands and never puts the ball on the carpet. He is the everything that I have hoped and wanted the Patriots to do at running back and on offense. So that's my first pick on offense. I'll take the heat for it. I'm comfortable with it.
So my next 2 picks are easy. And I was very afraid looking again. Yep. I think as we do this, you swing for more home runs and upside, which is admirable. And I look at the positional scarcity and maybe sometimes sacrifice like the raw talent for rock solid. I don't have to worry about this anymore. The way that the Patriots will, if say Morgan Moses gets injured. So I'm going to take him as my right tackle.
Okay.
And I'm going to take Carlton Davis because I just can't afford to lose him and Gonzalez to you, which would just not. I mean,
at that point, I would just be throwing on you all day long. Like, play action, left, stretch left, stretch right.
I mean, without Diggs and Pop Douglas, maybe you're throwing to your tight ends, but like that's cool. Tight ends are good. But all right.
Okay. All right. So then that means I need to make sure that I have somebody with a name on the offensive line to protect Drake Maye. So with my next 2 picks, I will go Will Campbell.
Okay.
Even though I'm not the biggest Will Campbell stan in the room, but if Sling Blade the tackle can play half as well as he drops his words, then he'll die right there protecting Drake Maye on my team.
He's Mike Vrabel's Louisiana love child. Is the way I think I put it on your podcast. Like that it's just a dude.
He should just it shouldn't say Campbell on the back of his jersey. It should just say football or Hardo. Or honestly, Vrabel, the way that those two have symbiotically formed a relationship. I'll go Will Campbell, and then I need a dependable pass catcher, so I'll go Hunter Henry.
Smart. I like the Henry pick.
I think arguably Drake's favorite target. And by all accounts, everyone I've heard, from the likes of yourself and everyone else that I follow, that that Christian Gonzalez looked like the best player at OTAs and minicamp.
Yes.
If the MVP not named Mike Vrabel of the offseason, and Hunter Henry is already in midseason form. Looks good, looking sharp at Drake May's wedding, in terrific shape. Like, let's go. I think one more big season from him.
Have you talked about on the show the invites for Drake May's wedding?
I have not. How many Patriots went?
I don't know. But if you're Drake Maye, you're here for a whole year. Granted, like half of the roster got thrown out the window with all of
43 new players out of 90. Damn, son.
Yes. So do you just invite the guys on offense? Do you invite just your favorite guys on offense? Like, he's not particularly close with every single player on that team. But you're the quarterback, man. Like, do you at least extend the invite and say you don't have to make the trip if you want? I know it's in summer. Does that help assuage? Like, there's just a lot to unpack there for a summer segment if you need a little bit more. All right.
I like that one. Oh, good stuff.
So to recap, my team going top down in terms of offensive depth chart to defense. No running back, Steph Diggs, Pop Douglas at receiver, Morgan Moses at right tackle, Christian Baramore defensive line, Carlton Davis. In my secondary, you have TreVeyon Henderson at running back, no receivers, Hunter Henry, Will Campbell at left tackle, Milton Williams, Robert Spillane, Christian Gonzalez. I understand Christian Gonzalez does not play the middle of the field, but that is an outstanding spine of your defense.
That's the biggest problem to me last year. The reason why the Patriots defense played so well the first week, even though I know Zach Taylor's Bengals notoriously start so slow, is that the spine of that defense was gutted so quickly. Like Baramore, gone. Bentley after the first week as well. Peppers goes shortly thereafter with his altercation and the alleged criminal issues that went with him. Like, all of a sudden your defense doesn't have any of the personality or swag that it had at the tail end of 2023. So that's why I wanted to rebuild that right away.
Yep.
All right, guys.
All right, 2 picks. Give me Harold Landry on the edge.
Okay.
I know a lot of folks are down on Harold Landry, and I'm not here to say you're wrong. I do think, though, there's something to be said for a guy reuniting with an old coach and the same system where he was at his best. And as much as the pass rush win rate, according to PFF, was the worst they've ever recorded, he was as bad winning as TreVeyon Henderson is at pass blocking at the college ranks. I think there's still something there that might not live up to the contract, but is being underrated as much as we dive and go, that's a lot of money for Harold Landry. They had it. They got him. I trust that a little bit more than I used to. Mike Onwenu is my other one. So I feel pretty
right.
good here about one side of my offensive line, my pass catchers, and now my pass rush, despite the fact you have Milton Williams. So those are my 2 picks.
All right, rock solid. Let's see. I will. Let's see. Now I'll go to Eastern Washington, and I will take rookie. Again, buying in on the upside, but speed kills, and I'm buying. I will take just because I can't give you a chance to grab him later and be like, "What are you going to do now, Fitzy?" Yeah. Will your boys Baker and Polk save you now? No, I will take Kyle Williams, and then I will take Keion White.
Keion White, good pick.
All the grousing he did at the end of last season, Callahan, tells me that there was so much more. I mean, we could write books and do multiple podcasts on how the lack of leadership, the poor drafting, people trying to figure out what they were doing on the fly, but also with that spine of the defense gutted last year. I feel like Keion White was told, yeah, you can't really run upfield. You have to sort of like lay back and help us like corral and contain. And that's not what he does best.
No. I respect it. So Eastern Washington is where I was thinking. I don't know if I said Washington State earlier, but there are still 2 receivers from.
Oh, yeah. No, it's Washington State. I can't believe I fell into your trap.
Yeah, that's fine. I was like, God bless you. But Efton Chism can wait. Kyle Williams, I get. Keion White, good pick. I have no predictions about Keion White this year. I'm done thinking, projecting. Hot start to last year. He is an enigma, and I think it's fine just to leave it at that. Prizepicks is back. Well, to be clear, it didn't really go anywhere, but we know most of the sports have, right? Patriots still not playing. There's no football, no basketball, no hockey, but baseball is here. And thank goodness for this, as I'm on vacation, still playing Prizepicks, America's #1 daily fantasy sports app, and the best place to turn your sports knowledge into cash. With millions of members, Prizepicks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to people who have never even played fantasy sports. Because here's how simple it is. I'm watching the Sox on Tuesday at home, and I think Cedar Rafaela, who's on fire, or Jaron Duran, who's not, or Raymond Anthony, who's really coming into form, will have a certain number of hits or runs, or maybe a home run, or Walker Buehler's going to give up a lot of hits, but maybe bounce back. Boom! Those thoughts, those takes turn into cash, but only at Prizepicks. And here's how it works. All you have to do is build a lineup of 2 to 6 players. Every player comes with a stat. It could be hits, it could be runs, it could be walks. And we get into the football season, yards, touchdowns, you name it. They've got more stats and players than you can think of. You look at that player, you see their stat. You pick more or you pick less. And you do this for 2, 3, 4, 5, or even 6 players. Lock in your lineup, and that's it. You can win cash. Withdraw it via Venmo, Apple Pay, however you want, quick and easy deposits. Again, you can mix players from sports, different games, teams, whatever it is. The best place to win cash while watching sports. So don't wait anymore. I have it, still playing all summer, and will straight through the end of the year. Download the app today. Use code CLNS. This is the best part. To get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prizepicks, run your game. I will, let's see. I'm going to wait on a receiver as I think out loud and give you a peek into the war room here.
Mm-hmm.
He's just due for a bounce back because this man played on a high ankle sprain. His lower leg bones were twisted from the end of September through the end of the season. Okay. When he's back, he will remind you what he is when he has 2 functioning legs and ankles. Kyle Duggar to my secondary.
There you go. There you go. Also someone who's due for a bounce back year. Like last year was just, good previous year, gets the big contract. And then last year is just a playing, I felt like on a bum and burnt wheel the entire year. Yeah. Like he may thrive because, if everything is true that we've heard, like Terrell Williams and Mike Vrabel want this defense to play downhill, fast and violent. Those are the 3 things that would first come to mind when talking about the way Kyle Duggar prefers to play.
Who else comes to mind when you say fast, physical, and violent?
If you take Jabrill Peppers, I'm going to reach across this screen and murder you.
Well, sir. Enjoy jail. Jabrill Peppers is my next pick. Back to back in the back end. Here we go. Right through the heart.
You just scorched my earth. And then you salted it on the way out of town to remind the town folk who was boss.
Where are we going to go? Are we going to go to Trillium? Where do I run up the tab here? Vitamin C is going to be very kind to us. Otherwise, we would be going there without a thought. But That was a big turn.
That was tough. The draft isn't over.
No.
Like, no.
I don't want to drop
now the people in the arena can see that I'm clearly bleeding on the sand of the Coliseum.
Yeah.
That was a good job by you.
Well, look, there are a couple ways to hurt me here. Positions I have not taken. And even if you're doubling up, as I just did, I got like no one left.
Yeah, boy. Wow, man. That's a tough one to bounce back from. All right. I'm going to have to, I mean, why would I mean, what am I going to do? If I take Austin Hooper from you, it's going to be like, so you end up with, you go no tight end, BFD. I need a little more offensive line. I guess I'm going to have to go, Cole Strange is probably, talk about just like settling for whatever was available before like the diner closed.
Can I ask you who plays to his right?
That's a great question. I think Garrett Bradbury is going to get the nod to start the season, but he may not finish the season because
I think he's more entrenched than people believe. But
Garrett Bradbury,
I understand the doubts. I say that they haven't had a padded practice yet. So, but talk about ways to injure me. Like it's not the sexiest way, but there's no real backup center. I mean, you could bank on Jared.
No, but see, that's the thing. There is. You got Ben Brown, you got Jared Wilson as well, who, again, upside pick. But, and then with my next selection,
do you want Cole Strange?
What's that? I went Cole Strange. Yeah.
Okay.
And then, oh man, I'm not going to worry about right tackle right now.
You want the ghost of Wes Schweitzer just to double down?
Is Chuks Okorafor on the board, or is he still on a walkabout? Actually, give me Anfernee Jennings.
Wow, he was my surprise cut last episode.
What? No kid. Really? I think talk about someone who just puts his head down and plays football.
He was not running with the 1s and 2s.
Really?
Had in the Harold recaps, but I understand you're busy 2 to 6 nowadays.
I can only get to so much.
That's fine. All right, I can't go any longer. Rhamondre, come aboard. I think having a rookie behind him, as he was once to Damian Harris, he is now Damian Harris in this relationship with TreVeyon Henderson, but he's better than Damian Harris ever was. And I think we're going to see that. Obviously, ball security is a big issue, but when you just talk about raw talent and experience, he's up there with just about anybody. So then give me Marcus Jones as my nickel. That's
got me.
That's just a tougher spot to fill. Like Alex Austin's still there, good corner, but not many guys. Like they had Marcellus Dial, speedy 6th-round pick from a year ago, mostly played special teams. A little bit big, a little tight in the hips for nickel full time, but the spring is the time to mix and match. His health is more important now than I think people understand. But look, we got 90 players to go through, so I understand why. But he's my next pick.
Okay. You know what? I gotta try to get your back. Oh man. All right. I'll take, I'm just going to load up. I'm going to load up on the offense. Then I will take, Kendrick Bourne.
Smart.
And I will take Austin Hooper because I'm not leaving you with a tight end.
Oh, there it is.
I had to. I had to try to redeem myself a little bit. I mean, the rest of the offensive linemen that are available to us right now, they're a bunch of guys.
Yeah. I'm going to take one of those guys. I'm going to take Bradbury.
Okay.
And Hooper, that's a tough blow because you've also established, which is part of the fun of this draft, is also what does the best version of this offense look like? Is it running 11 personnel? If you've got Diggs and Pop Douglas, and it could be Bourne, maybe it's Matt Collins, maybe it's Kyle Williams. Right. We don't know yet.
What is Mack Hollins going to do this year? Talk about somebody I cannot, for the love of me and beyond, figure out what his role is going to be aside from walking in shoeless with really fun outfits and blowing up Pat's social media. Because everyone says, like, every place he plays, when he leaves, that fan base takes to social media and goes, "No, we love you so much. The next team that gets you is going to be so lucky, man. You're the best."
He's going to be on special teams, and he's going to be a big red zone target, and he's your wide receiver 4 that everyone's content with, unless you don't have a solid wide receiver 2 and 3, which the Patriots don't as of now. Pop Douglas could fill one of those roles, and probably will, but you can't without a doubt tell me that even if Stefon Diggs is wide receiver 1, not in the typical sense of top 15, 20 receiver in the league, maybe he is, but we'll see with the health, that you have another guy ready to step into that role. So he'll top out as a wide receiver 4. But it helps. You're a good locker room guy and you're impacting other phases of the game. So Garrett Bradbury was one of my picks. And then continuing to go on offense, I think I'll go. You know what? I can wait though, because you're set. You're running 12 personnel with TreVeyon Henderson, Kyle Williams, Kendrick Bourne, Hunter Henry, and Austin Hooper.
Yes, and
So
that feels to me like a Josh McDaniels offense.
Yes, and I should say this: when we have 22 picks, that's 10 on offense with Drake Maye, 11 on defense, and a wild card. So if you wanted, your wild card could be another wide receiver. To me, I'm picking between Kayshon Boutte and Mack Hollins. There's not big enough difference there for me to jump there. I'm going to wait and take one of those two later, understanding you just don't have any room for them.
No.
Where I cannot wait, I think right now, is give me Alex Austin. And this is where the third corner.
Ooh, man, I got the best corner, but then I got smokes.
Oh. Yeah. So I still don't have any linebackers. Time to reset. I have one more pick than you do, and consider your next two here. So we got about 10 minutes left. Yeah. Drake Maye, quarterback, Team Callahan. Rhamondre Stevenson, running back. Receiver, Stefon Diggs, Pop Douglas. No tight ends yet. No left tackle. No left guard. Garrett Bradbury, Mike Onwenu, Morgan Roses, the rest of the offensive line. Defensively, Harold Landry at one edge, Christian Baramore at defensive tackle. That's it for the front seven. Secondary, though, is loaded with Carlton Davis, Kyle Duggar, Jabrill Peppers, Marcus Jones, Alex Austin. You, Team Fitzy. Drake Maye, TreVeyon Henderson, Kyle Williams, Kendrick Bourne, Hunter Henry, Austin Hooper, Will Campbell, Cole Strange. That's it for the offense. Defensively, Keion White, Milton Williams, Anfernee Jennings, Robert Spillane in the middle, and Christian Gonzalez at corner.
I'm going to have to generate one hell of a pass rush because my back end is covered in weak sauce right now. I mean, Gonzo's going to be running all over the field. He's going to feel like he ran 20 miles every game. And you know what? I still think he's capable of it, because not only do I think that this kid has Pro Bowl, if not all pro potential, but I'll just put it out there right now, and you can troll me all you want later on or congratulate me. That kid may have some DPOY potential. I'll just leave it right there.
Okay.
Don't mind if I throw that flash grenade in the room right there. All right, I got to start. All right, I got to start adding some elements that are desperately needed. So give me Marcus Epps and Isaiah Bolden.
Wow. Okay.
I need somebody to play.
Who's more interesting out of the two to you?
Epps.
Okay. Why?
Because I don't know much about him. When they know they have safeties galore in, Dell Pettus and Jalen Hawkins and Jabrill Peppers and Kyle Duggar, plus the hybrid transitional player that is Marte Mapu. Why would you add this guy unless somebody out there thought like, maybe he'll be a hybrid safety that they need depending on how they want this offense to play.
Understand that. All right, I'm going to go defense here. Jahlani Tavai is going to be in the middle. I understand I'm getting 0 points with the fan base here. But it's not about you at home.
You should know your role, Callahan.
And we'll put the edge is tough. But you have both edges. So give me Layden Robinson at left guard.
Solid. That could be a sneaky value pick, because his run block grade the final third of the season, when he played more left guard than not, was good.
And he's not, I don't want to say, like, when everyone gets a fresh start, that's a good thing for guys who had bad years last season, new coaching staff, great. When you have a fresh start as a rookie, he's going to be learning different techniques, a different scheme. That's not great. Like, he feels like he had some momentum. Actually talked to Aaron Wilson down in Houston the other week when he was running a camp in Texas, where he's from. I still believe in the upside and the raw tools, though. So just give him a little bit of time is my point. But he was not running with the 1s and 2s in spring. So that's why I think there's a hesitation here.
Copy that, gold leader. All right, next I am going to go with the 30-year-old rookie Craig Woodson as my other safety.
I like that.
30-year-old.
Older than Jordan Hudson, by the way. My least favorite fun fact of the entire year. Older than Jordan Hudson.
There's no shame. And then I need somebody to play center or possibly kick out to guard. I will take Jared Wilson, the rookie center guard out of Georgia.
Super talented, raw athlete, second team All SEC last year. He just might need a little bit of seasoning, but maybe he doesn't. Give me Christian Elliss as my other inside linebacker.
That's a great that at this low in the draft, considering that they could have just let him go to the Raiders because the Raiders targeted him to be their replacement for Robert Spillane, and the Pats said, "Nah, we'll match." That tells you that they see even more upside after he had, if you're allowed to have a breakout season on a medical waste fire of a team like the Pats were last season.
Yes. We have 6 more picks apiece. Give me Keion Chaisson at my other edge. This is my
all right,
potential breakout candidate this year. 1 year, $5 million deal, flashed in the back half of last season with the Raiders after being a complete bust in Jacksonville. There might be something there. And edge is shallower than people think. So now I have 5 picks left and you got 6.
All right. I got somebody has to play right tackle, and I cannot let it be the turnstile of Vidarian Lowe, although I hear nothing but good things about him as a person.
He's a great dude.
I know, and it kills me to even have said that. I'll take a lap after the pod. I'll take Caedan Wallace at right tackle. And
I like it.
Let's see. And then at this point now, do I have to wait till the end to take my wild card?
No, you can take him whenever.
Actually, you know what? I need someone to rush the passer from the other side. So I will take Braden Swinson.
That's a good one. Okay. So you have 3 edge guys, which is fine.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to kick Keion White inside on passing downs?
Actually, you know what? That's right. I do have Jennings is my You got
Joshua Farmer, who went ahead of Swinson, if you want to be your second defensive tackle. Or
no, you know what? Actually, I'll stick with that.
Okay, Swinson.
Yeah, because Keion White is, I mean, dude is freaking 285 on the outside. Like, he can hold his ground.
Yeah. All right. To fill out my roster at this point, I will take Joshua Farmer.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know what? I said it. There's more upside there than probably with Khyiris Tonga, all due respect. So my defense is filled out here. We're playing nickel. And then I still have 4 more picks. Did I not count correctly? Left tackle, tight end. I could go 2 running backs, or I could go fullback.
Ooh. Yeah.
No, I still have another receiver here. Then a wild card. Okay, let's just make this go faster. Give me Mack Hollins.
Okay.
So neither of us picked Polk or Baker.
Nope. Because I don't know. I don't even know. Baker didn't even show up for the Drake May passing clinic for a day and a half, let alone pop in any positive direction during the offseason. I'm nervous about my guy. Yeah, that popcorn has gone stale, and everyone in their wheelchair has rolled off to their next episode because he hasn't done anything to merit the attention. It's such a disappointment because it seems like he has all the physical tools to be something special, but not delivering.
No. Okay.
I've heard maturity issue after maturity issue, and that's the big deal.
Yeah, that was true before he was picked by the Patriots. So no one's trolling here. It's just
all right. I need a right guard, so I will take wow, this is isn't this interesting?
There's one I would have taken this player over Layden Robinson, but we're at the sickos part of the draft.
We are just in an absolute, this is like disgusting fair. Who the hell do I take to play right guard? Good Lord. You know what? Fine. You know what? Actually, I will take Ben Brown to play center, and I'm kicking Jared Wilson over.
Oh, okay.
And then let's see, to round out the offense. Let's see, what do I need on defense? Oh, I'll take Khyiris Tonga as my nose tackle.
Okay. So he would be your wild card then.
Oh no, then my wild card absolutely has to be I have to stay on brand. My wild card is Efton Chism.
Okay. God. This is
the most Fitzy draft of all time.
No, I think you're going to swing the fan vote because here's what happened. I had a lead, and then in the eyes of the fan base, which again, I'm not blaming anybody. I just know what the reaction is going to be. Jahlani Tavai, you go Efton Chism. Whee! You take more upside in Kyle Williams.
Mhm.
Whee! And then Craig Woodson,
Yep.
Swinson, like rookies who haven't done anything wrong yet, haven't screwed up.
Nope.
Okay, I got to take Jack
My team's
Westover.
either going to sneak up on you or you're going to blow them off the field. And you know what? Then Coach Fitzy gets to huddle them all around, and before he makes them take 5 laps that have them vomiting as if it were the good old days at Bryant University, I tell him that this is a very teachable moment and that there's nowhere to go but up from here.
CJ Dupree, undrafted rookie at Alabama. That's my tight end. Fidarian Lowe is going to be my left tackle. So as is per tradition on this podcast, I have lost count. We are now down to 1 pick apiece. So I have filled out my offensive defense. I have a wild card left. You have a linebacker left and a safety. So I have 1 pick and you have 2.
All right, because there's nothing that Mike Vrabel loves more than drafting Vrabros. I will take Jack Gibbens.
Dr. Gibby.
Dr. Gibby.
And then do you want a defensive back or do you want to you could run a 5-2.
I'll take Dell Pettus.
Dell Pettus, I like Dell Pettus. All right, my wild card pick. Who do we got? Okay, this is where I try to win back some of the fan favorites. The
How
vote.
are you gonna like who's left amongst those like that's my guys?
Boutte.
Is he even on the team? Is like I keep hearing like
I don't know.
the talent, just doesn't get it.
Look, it was that or Brock Lampy, and there are no defensive players that are going to get much attention. All due respect to the Kobe Minor stands, but you get another receiver.
Mr. Irrelevant.
He started in practice. He's had a lot of reps. He had a couple of big catches last year. That was it. That was it for my wild card. So if you're on YouTube, you can see these. If you are not on YouTube, you can watch or you can look for our teams on X and please vote. There's beer at stake. Okay, money at stake for the 4th annual Pats Interference Patriots scrimmage draft with Fitzy. You got to go. This is a blast. I look forward.
I'm telling you, if you want it, man, I will just say this: if you want it, while I was obviously doing my usual catering to the fan service and trying to curry favor with the good people of Pats Nation, I will say, like I may walk away a winner, but the bleed out from the Duggar Peppers 1-2 could be legendary. And like and I'll learn up for next year. I've got 364 days to get better, Coach.
Yes, you do.
All right, always a blast, my man.
Always a blast. I'm looking forward to next year. Can't wait to see you in person and to have the beers between us that I did not pay for.
Oh, and do you have an official prediction for the season yet? Do you have a record out there?
You ready for this, Radio Man?
Yeah.
I do. Stay tuned. Next week.
Ah!